memorable characters ever on Saturday Night Live. Watch this, Vivi.
Well, I wonder what I should do now on this gusty of gustiest days. Perhaps I'll practice my triangle. That can be a delight, because, like, tomorrow's my triangle lesson. And to be unprepared would seem hardly decent, you know.
Please welcome the very funny Marty Short. Good to see you.
Honey, how are you?
How's life? Does it get better than this, Marty?
Oh, please.
How are you?
Beautiful.
Aren't they wonderful?
Fantastic.
It's the Midwest, honey.
Oh, and you moved here.
I have.
I know.
It's nice.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. It's
What
almost...
would you do with your place in New York?
I still have it.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're not kidding, right? I have it because I can't be away from Broadway like you.
No, I love the Broadway.
The lover of the theater.
I love, well, you know, I'm a 3-time Tony winner.
3 times.
Yeah, well, two are daytime Tonys.
Oh.
I count them.
I didn't know.
Yes. I totally
When did
count
they
them.
start giving those
Oh,
out?
no, they recently.
Oh, really?
Recently, yeah,
Really?
just for
Yeah.
the afternoon stuff. You know, the limited.
How was it when you actually won? Was it a mind-boggling thing for you, or did you expect it?
It is the greatest experience in the world. You know, you do those shows and it's, you know, and it's not easy doing a Broadway musical.
No.
But if you cast it properly, there's someone in the chorus who is. So I say... But you know, you said I did some writing for this show.
Yes.
I had a whole flight.
You're prepared.
Oh, yes. No more vodka, thank you.
Have you?
I've got Rosie tomorrow.
Exactly. Now, we went out to dinner once, and you told me while you were doing a Broadway show, I don't want to say the name, but you were working with an actress who, well, had some hygiene issues.
You know, it is unbelievable. That because there is that constant stress. You're on Broadway. You got to sing. You got to dance. You got to protect your voice. You're always nervous with the audience. You're always nervous if Marvin Hamlish is going to end up with your cell phone number. I mean, it's just a stress on Broadway. But this actress, who of course I will not reveal her name, she had. We had to do a lot of scenes intimate like this, and her breath was it was like a possum had exploded.
Not good. Yeah. No.
It was, you know, she could turn leopard skin back to rabbit with the, and I would have to do these scenes, and I swear to you, this is what I would do. I'd say, Helen, I cannot stand the tension. Breathe in, because then she'd do her line, and I'd want to smell her and go, well, how do you think that makes me feel?
Oh, honey.
And I thought, well, I cannot continue this way. And I spoke to the stage manager just to vent, and he said, well, I'll talk to her. I said, no, you can't talk to her because she'll know it's coming from. No, I'll be discreet. So of course, he went. So the next night we did the show, and she had an Altoid in her mouth, and I think it was coming from a deeper place.
Oh. So did it help at all?
No, it smelled like now there was a peppermint in a morgue.
Not good, honey. So not
It smelled like Rush Limbaugh's couch. You know?
Babe.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, that's always a daunting moment.
It is daunting.
You know?
You and I both raised Catholic.
Dominus vobiscum et conspiratio sanctus. Dominus forebus.
Yes,
Kyrie
indeed.
eleison.
Not all that typical in the showbiz. Do you find it?
Well, you know, in Hollywood, you know, I'm a Hollywood Catholic.
Which
you
is?
know, well, we're looking for a God type.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
You know, my kids were baptized in Evian water. It's different. You know, 14 stations of the cross are owned by Clear Channel. You know, it's a different. You go to confession, and the priest will say, "Does it have to be adultery?" You know, they're always rewriting.
I understand.
Yeah.
This is a true story. When Ava Gabor died, I went to the wedding because I had done a movie with Zsa Zsa. Okay? The
Wait a second,
wedding.
go back.
Okay.
When Ava Gabor...
When Ava Gabor died, I went to the funeral, not the wedding. That would be bad.
I was gonna say.
They threw a wedding when she died. It was very odd. I went to the funeral.
I was gonna say, my last 2 jokes bombed, but you had had a stroke.
Yes, I did. Some kind of aneurysm happened. I don't know. Okay. when Ava Gabor died.
She did?
She did.
I didn't know she was sick.
It was 15 years ago.
Oh, my
I'm so
God.
sorry to hear that.
Oh, my God.
I went to the funeral because I had done a movie with Zsa Zsa Gabor. And so it was a Catholic service. The Gabors are Catholic, right? Hungarian Catholic, apparently. Yugoslavian, whatever they were. And they said, now come up for the host. And nobody was going up. And Merv Griffin walked down the aisle, stopped at my pew, looked over to me and went, O'Donnell, get up here, damn it. And I went and took the host. Even though I hadn't done confession, I had been a lapsed Catholic for 2 decades, there I was, body of Christ. That was whatever. I felt such peer pressure. Do you know what I mean?
I love that Ava Gabor got you back to having to
Exactly right.
You're the only person in show business that would know that kind of pressure.
I know.
Yeah.
And you want to know what was even worse is that Eddie Albert was performing at the funeral. He did a little stand-up and was funnier than I've ever been in a comedy club in my life. He told the story that on Green Acres, he was working with Ava, and on the weekend, she would come back from the weekend and say to him, look, Eddie, look at this beautiful dress. I'm going to wear it on the show. And he would say, well, Ava, you can't do that because it's covered in feathers. So what, Eddie? It's beautiful. What did you do on the weekend? I did a conservatory for animals and for the rights of animals. So why do you, whenever a fish has a fever, you want to go together, a charity. You shouldn't do that, but look at my dress, Eddie. Ava, if you wear that dress, Ava, then all women are going to buy that dress, and then all those birds are going to have to die. She says, what do you mean? He says, the birds, the feathers. Eddie, feathers don't come from birds. They come from pillows. We'll be right back. Marty Short right after this.
And it can get very poignant. You know, some people question, well, why stay for that?
Excuse me, just wants to keep that. Hello?
Oh, hi, Dixie. How are you? No, I'm doing this interview with this guy, Conan O'Brien. I don't know him either, but he's lots of fun. He's a big shocker right here. It's like watching, you know, when we watch Here's Lucy at
I
night?
was telling you about a pretty sad...
No, and I want to hear about it because it's really interesting. No, tell Morgan those things are called bucket seats. And they're called bucket seats for a reason.
I don't...
Put Morgan on. No.
I don't lower my defenses often. It's rare when a comedian would open up...
Please, buddy. I'm dealing with my son Morgan wants to put a whole bunch of groceries in a bucket seat. And he doesn't want to use a bag. He just wants to keep them loose in the bucket seat. And I'm upset, and I really want to get back to you. But ultimately, this is my life.
There you go. Back with Marty Short, Jiminy Glick. I don't know how, you know, you could see Conan starting to laugh and bite his fingers, which is what I did when I was a guest on that show.
Well, Jiminy can say, you know, it was, you know, someone once said to me that Dave Foley from Kids in Hall said, oh, that's just a character that, so that you can be as mean as how you really are, but it's not true. But Jiminy is, because he's the moron, he can say, and like I once said to Mel Brooks, what's your big beef with the Nazis? You know, and he went, I don't know, they're rude, you know. You can say all these things that you would never say.
What was the inspiration for him? Was it like one of these shows that you saw? Was it a character based on someone?
It was really, I don't know. It was based on, I was doing a talk show at the time, so I thought, oh, that would be a good way to get other guests. You know, take him to junkets. And I wanted to have him look so I wouldn't look like myself. And I had done a movie, Pure Luck, where I got stung with a bee and I started to swell up.
Right.
And everyone said, gee, I can't see you in there. So I thought, oh, that would be the look for Jiminy. And it just evolved, but a lot of the things, like I remember, you know, in improvisation, as you know, when someone, you can't deny anything. So when Tom Hanks was on, he said, you know, Jiminy, I love this show, but I miss your daytime show. So I thought, oh, I guess now I have a daytime show.
Right.
So do I. We used to do it from the Beverly Garland Motel.
So now that was the new reality of Jiminy.
Right,
you know?
right. Did you
These
ever?
socks were a mistake, I think. Look at
No,
this.
honey. They work for me.
They go all the way to here.
Yeah.
As coroner, I examined her. And she really, really did.
You know, and this thing to me. Like,
It's a good look.
Yeah.
And you're still flexible. That's
oh,
nice at our age.
Absolutely.
And
You know,
you-
I'm 61 now.
Baby, I'll be 50 in March, honey. The big 5-0.
Well, you're a baby. That's nothing. 60, you know, and I've had no work. And I know what you're thinking, no kidding. Because that does not work
At all?
On a man particularly, because you get this look.
Yeah, that Bruce
And no
Jenner
one-
thing going on. That's not right.
and
I'm
no one
sorry,
says-
but it does look a little scary.
Well, no one says, who's that 38-year-old dude?
Yeah.
They say,
yeah.
who's the 60-year-old who's been in a fire?
Yes, I understand. You know, it's hard because you get to a point where you consider it, right? You, like me, were at a point going, I'm never going to do it. And now I look in the mirror and go, Mommy needs the eyes done.
No, I could, you know, with this bag alone, you could irrigate India. And I think that if someone would come in, I just don't think it works.
Yeah.
I don't think it works. If it worked, what's the difference between that and makeup?
Right.
And, you know, I'm just wearing street stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
yeah, the normal. Looks
Yeah.
good, though. You look your age, honey. But you're
Yeah.
not really up to the new social media. You're not Twittering. What's
No, I
up
don't
with that,
tweet.
Marty? Steve Martin, your good friend, is on Twitter, and he's the funniest tweeter.
You know what? I don't get it. I don't get why. What you don't have who wants more strangers to know about you? I don't know.
That's true.
Oh my God! I just had a bagel. It was so good.
Send.
And then send.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I just hit send. Send. You know, and then and what? You know, God forbid anyone should read a book.
Right, right.
I love Ashton Kutcher, but you know, I don't want to read that all day.
No, but Steve's really are laugh out loud funny.
Here's the thing. Steve is a genius
Yes.
writer.
Yes, he is.
So he takes it on as, to me, it'd be like, oh, I got a Twitter. It's got to be funny. Oh my God, what do I Twitter? I need some help.
yeah.
You know, and hire writers for
Yeah.
the Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah.
But why do you love doing it?
Well, I like reading like people like Steve, who's so funny. In 140 characters, 140 spaces, he can make you laugh out loud.
But do you feel pressure to Twitter?
No, I don't.
Do you feel pressure to be comedic when you Twitter?
No, but I wish I could.
So what's your typical Twitter?
Typical Twitter is me and Vivi, like in the car, on the way to Target, send. Not good? No. Don't follow me. You won't like it. Don't follow me. It's not good, Marty. No.
So I think you've answered your question.
Yeah, I do. I think you're right. When we come back, will you do me a favor and tell the Tony Randall story? I know you're not prepared, but it's my favorite story.
All right, okay,
Can
all
you
right.
remember?
Yes, yeah, all right.
All right.
I'll focus.
This is a good
I'll
one.
follow my writers. Does anyone remember the Tony Randall?
Yes, exactly. But he too has gone on, so we can tell it now
They've
with
all gone
fervor.
on.
Because you used to have to tell it a little bit coached in case he was watching the show. Now you're going to go for it, Marty Short. We'll take a break. We'll be back. What? That'll be a fun dinner at Le Cirque. We're back with the Emmy and Tony Award-winning Martin Short. Marty,
Listen, do you remember that dinner at the
that
Cirque?
was the funniest
Rosie
dinner.
and I had a dinner at Le Cirque.
Let's
and
tell everyone who was there. Tell them.
Well, it was, I can't remember.
It was Spielberg and Kate.
Yeah.
And it was Bruce Springsteen and his wife.
Yes.
And Tom and Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Yes.
And we were like dating. We were together.
We were dating,
Yeah.
and we're having a glass of wine.
Or two.
Or two. Or three,
Yes,
or four.
yeah.
We were having our own private party at everyone's expense, and it was hilarious.
Hilarious.
And we left the place singing songs from Godspell.
Exactly. And it was so funny that I had to like do the Kegels and squeeze to
Oh,
not
no.
pee on the chair.
Yeah.
Because somebody would say something and Marty under his breath, so only I could hear it, would go, oh, I bet she's gonna feel like a tomorrow. And I'd be like, oh, it was the funniest.
Oh my God! And she kept kicking me, and then the next, I'm in the shower that night, and I'm hemorrhaging. Oh no, that was just from Rosie. It bruised.
Because whenever anything would happen, I would squeeze them. It was too good. Tell everybody, Tony Randall, honey, it's my favorite story of yours.
Well, it doesn't have to be a funny story because it's a true story.
Okay,
But it
true
did happen. No, I'm just saying it's an absolute, I'm not exaggerating anything. I was on the way to do The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, 1991, promoting Father of the Bride. And thank you. Oh, no, please. We've only got so much time. So Tony Randall, the late, great Tony Randall,
Yes.
had wanted me to do a play, A Flea in Her Ear, for part of his Broadway company. And I had, you know, it was one of those things where I kept saying, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I must phone him back, and I hadn't phoned him back. And it was now about 2 weeks too late that I should have phoned him back. Anyway, I'm driving in the limo, and my cell phone goes, hello, and I've never met Tony Randall. Hello, Martin. This is Tony Randall. Tony, how are you? Pleasure to see you. I was wondering if you'd decided on whether you were going to do A Flea in Her Ear. And I said, Well, actually, Tony, I have thought about it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. And there was a pause. And he said, Martin, may I say something to you? Sure, Tony. He said, you mustn't make silly movies. He said, I know that you're hot, and I know for you to come to Broadway and perform in a flea in her ear that your managers wouldn't approve. But you know, to just abandon Broadway, that's how we lost Marlon. And we never got him back, he said. I'm being lectured by, you know, Felix Unger. And I didn't even know who I thought it was Marlon Perkins he was talking about, Marlon Brando. And so I said, well, thanks, Tony. Well, listen, don't worry about it, and okay. And then I hit the end button on the phone. I say, you. And then I hear, Martin. Because I hadn't hit the end button, I hit the send button again. I threw it down. No, mama. You know.
I love it. It's too good, seriously.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
honey, you doing the holiday parties still? You doing them? You used to have some rockin' holiday parties.
Yeah,
you and
the idea of
Nancy.
jumping on the piano and...
Yeah.
Well, we would have, you know, my wife Nancy and I would have these holiday parties where everyone would just... It was kind of a tradition from New York and Toronto where people just got up and performed.
Right.
And then people would tell me, oh, no, it's so too scary to perform in your Christmas party. I said, it's my living room.
Right.
But it was, you know, I'd get on the piano and sing, and Mark Shaman's always playing. And
Right.
traditionally, we'd have celebrities. I remember we used to have Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown came once, and they taught the kids how to freebase myrrh. It was festive. No, but it was...
The myrrh is what got me. I thought we were done at freebase, but you went for myrrh.
Freebase myrrh, ladies and gentlemen. You don't stop at freebase.
No. Yeah, but so not so much now. Everybody's getting older, and we're
You know,
yeah.
I think that it's maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Because I loved them. It was like the highlight of my year.
Yeah.
Between that and then the Penny Marshall, Carrie Fisher joint birthday party. Did you ever go to that?
Yes.
That was
Well,
a who's who of Hollywood.
That is great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally you're just... But you see, that's the thing. That's the great thing about becoming... I don't know what that was. Just...
That's how crowded it was.
Oh, that's how crowded
It's
it
so
was, yeah.
crowded. It's so crowded in her house.
Yeah.
You find yourself like, you know,
Yeah.
bumping crotches with Antonio
Yeah.
Banderas, which is fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And the only danger is if you're in one of those things and suddenly you're beside Virginia Graham. That's bad. But I think that I think that it's great if you can keep a comedic perspective on becoming well known and
Yes.
being in the situations. I think you have completely. I think I have. I think that it's. And then it really makes it fun because you never lose the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one time I went to, you know, I'd done Johnny Carson a few times, and Johnny invited me to a party that he had in Malibu. And I walked in, it was like the Hollywood Wax Museum had come to life. You know,
Right.
Jimmy Stewart was there.
Oh, my God.
And Cary Grant was eating a pastrami sandwich, and he was just like... And then Dinah Shore was there, and she was a big SCTV fan.
Right.
And she said, hey, do you want to meet Frank? And it was Frank Sinatra, by himself, by the piano, at 72.
Wow.
And I went up to him and I said, I thought, okay. I said, Mr. Sinatra, you have no idea. You have no concept of how big a fan I am of yours. And he looked at me and said, I think I do. He said, what are you drinking, kid? And I said, oh, well, whatever you're drinking, Mr. Sinatra. Sort of about Jack Daniels. And the bartender said, straight up or on the rocks. And I was nervous. I thought he'd said straight up or relaxed. So I said, oh, I'll have it relaxed. And Frank said, he said straight up or on the rocks. So I thought, you know, I've known Frank 15 seconds. I've already pissed him off. You know, soon he'll be going for the gun and he'll shoot me and I won't be able to listen to the album.
Did you ever go to the poker games there? There were legendary Johnny Carson poker games.
Yes.
You were invited to some?
I went to
Wow.
once. I just bought a house in Los Angeles. This is 1987. And it was a lot of money, but it was based on 3 movies I was going to make. And the second I signed the mortgage, 2 of the movies fell through.
Ouch.
So I thought, okay, and Nancy kept saying, don't worry about it. You know what? We'll sell it if we can't afford it. It's fine. But I was thinking about, so I said to Steve, gee, we're going to this, Steve Martin always belongs to this poker party, and he said, they're all billionaires. It's, you know, Barry Diller and Neil Simon and Johnny Carson, and it was Chevy Chase and Steve. And I said, look, this is so out of my league. He said, no, I'm telling you, the most anyone has ever lost is $600. And you could win $600, and you can afford that. Don't be.
Yes.
I said, okay. So we play the game, and I'm nervous, you know, and I'm not a poker player, and within, I would say, 5 minutes, I'm down $1,800.
Oh, ouch.
So now I thought, if I just pay the ante and fold all night, I'll only be down $2,100. So, you know, I get 4 aces, fold, you know, I get, and then in the middle of it, but I was also intimidated because I'd never met Johnny Carson at that point. This is before I'd done his show.
Wow.
So I was like, my God, literally. And so we're now having dinner. There was a dinner in the middle of the game, and Johnny, Steve said something funny, and I went like this, and I felt potato fly out of my mouth, and I knew it had landed somewhere. And I wasn't sure where, and I looked down, and it's on Johnny's hand right here.
Oh, honey. Honey.
And I didn't know whether to say something, and then I looked away, and then it was gone, so I just assumed he ate it.
Marty.
I felt kind of honored.
Yeah, I love you so much.
I
You're the
love you
funniest
too.
guy
Oh,
in the world.
please.
Honestly.
Congratulations on the show.
Thank you, sweetie. Good to see you.
Kill.
Kiss
You're
those
the best.
kids for
You're
me.
the best. I
We'll be
will.
back with Kool and the Gang. Don't go away.